So we have a customer who brought us this toilet seat, and it's original to the house. He loves this toilet seat, but the hinge broke. We don't really know what happened to the hinge, but we tell people that if it's a bathroom item, we will attempt to fix it for you. There's the lid portion right there. And then the hinge that holds it to the toilet is in here. These are our pieces. So he said, make it work. One of these are basically intact. And it's sort of, it rides here. Our plan of action is we're going to recreate this part right here. Because the other one, here's your second one. And there's not much left of that one. So we don't really know what happened to this toilet seat, but it came to the right place. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this. This is brass. It's a thick brass. So we're going to actually duplicate this shape on this brass. That's our main goal here to start off. So we've got to make 2 of these, maybe 4 of those, depending on how this evolves. So we see if we can have this gentleman have his favorite toilet seat back up and working. That's the goal. We have 2 of them made here, right side and the left side. We basically use this brass here, and there's 2 pieces here, 2 pieces and 2 pieces, and they've all been soldered together. And we're sort of cleaning them up right now before we do any more work. So this is somewhat a slow process. Okay, so here these are basically now made. Little more refinishing to do on them. Then we have, that's of course what we're duplicating right there. So you can see how this thing sits. So now we have to analyze how this is going to fit on this toilet seat. So here is the toilet seat, and here's the hinge issue right here. So this post right here, as we can see, this right here, this rides in that post. So that's what we're trying to recreate here. And so there's a free pivot. So these guys here will have a free pivot. And then there's 2 screw holes right here, at which there was 2 screws coming in and catching it on each side, holding this in place. So we're going to run a strong steel screw all the way through this item right here with a bolt on the back side. And there's actually a shoulder. You can see this better on this side right here. There's a shoulder right here built into the hinge. So the thing is to have this thing butt up into the shoulder and not go beyond the shoulder, and have that free floating item going on there. So that's our goal. Right now, that's our next course of action is to open up at least one of these and be sure it fits properly. And the last thing is we'll put the screw in. We still have to add that bolt. That'll go in here, but we won't do that until everything else is done. Now we've done the holes in this item right here, and this thing fits perfectly in place now, and it swivels. And there's a shoulder here. It bumps into that shoulder, so that and the same thing on this side here. So they're free floating. And then we have the screws here. That goes through here. And then it still moves smoothly here. Then to finish it off, we'll put a nice nut on this side. We're probably going to get a steel screw in here, a little stronger than a brass screw. But it pivots, so this is basically fixed. So here, the toilet seat has been finished. And this is kind of a strange beast. This is a double pivoting action going on here. See how that works? Now if you lift this toilet seat up, it goes like this. Then again. The pivoting of this toilet seat is very unusual. It took a lot of engineering to come up with stuff like this. And these days, that's a two-piece plastic hinge.